What is up, YouTube fam? It's your favorite unapologetic lesbian, back with another one. And this time, this is not a reaction. This is just my thoughts and my opinions with everything going on right now, which I kind of touched on earlier in my Trey Healy reaction. But I feel it in my heart and my soul to say this. So, clearly, I'm a recovering heroin addict. I was one of the worst types of drug addicts that anybody can be. I stuck the stuff in my arm, and I was addicted to sticking the shit in my arm, on top of addicted to the actual high. Like, drug addiction and recovery is something that I take very seriously and I'm very passionate about. I mean, I've dedicated my entire right arm to my recovery. It is something that I'm very, very proud of. Something that I'm very, very passionate about. And reason behind that, I've done it on my own. Yes, over 9 years ago, I saw a Ryan Upchurch video of him sitting in a van by himself, giving his thoughts and opinions on drug addiction and disease. And how it's not a disease, that children with act like diseases, that is a disease. And see, people want to say, yes, man. The very first video I ever found of Ryan Upchurch's, I did not fully agree with him. I am living, breathing proof that drug addiction can be a choice that led to a disease. I've said this before. I was the dumbass that picked up the fucking needle. I was that dumbass. I'm also that dumb smartass that set that needle down. And I done it before it could take me out. Even though it did try. I was stabbed in 2014 in a local parking lot over drugs. I tried to OD, I cannot tell you how many times. I got bad batches of dope at times, and that can kill you. Like, I've lived a fucking life, y'all. I have. And all that happened within 5 years. It didn't even take 5 years. It took a year and a half to get it that bad. And then I went to jail for 30 days, and that's all it did. That's all it was for me. I got out of jail, and I've spoke on this before. I found that video of church and him sitting in the van talking. The very end of that video, the words that he spoke, I still to this day hang on to, which has helped me get to where I'm at right now, which is, I'm only saying this to make you go better yourself. And I have done exactly that for over 9 years now. So much to the point, I have a wife and children now. I live in my own house. Like, I've gained things throughout the years. But it's come with struggles. It's come with trials. It's come with tribulations. It's come with tests of how strong I mentally am. And something that I have found out in the last 9 years, I am damn mentally strong. And yes, when people want to sit here and try in every way possible to paint the picture that church is a drug addict, like active drug addict, actively doing it, all because he has admitted to sometimes taking more than one of his Adderall that he is actually prescribed. That is not an addict. When you are actually prescribed medication like Adderall, which is a legal drug, mind you, it's a class 2. Like, it's a scheduled class 2. It's a legal drug, okay? Heroin is not a legal drug. Crack cocaine is not a legal drug. You can't go to your doctor and go, can I have some heroin? Can I have some crack? Can I have some cocaine? You can't do that. And yes, you can abuse prescription medication. This type of prescription medication, Adderall, When you are prescribed it and you're used to taking it, it does not have that high. That's called dopamine. It's in your brain. It does not release the dopamine in your brain that gives you that high feeling. That's not what it does. It slows your mind down. And he has admitted to taking a couple of Adderall in the studio. That is a couple, okay? For him to get high, so to speak, he would have to take more than 2 or 3. And he's not going to be high like y'all all think and like the narrative is trying to be pushed. He's literally going to do this. He will be sitting like a robot or like a zombie, just staring off into space. Because that's the type of effect it has with someone who is actually prescribed that type of medication. It doesn't have the high effect that everybody likes to sit here and talk about. Now, there is another artist that does rap about taking drugs, has a song about it, Klonopin. Now, Klonopin is a whole different type of prescribed medication. When you actually, whether you're prescribed it or not, when you actually mistake that, you do get high and you become a completely different person. Want to know how I know that? I didn't only just shoot dope, y'all. I did snort it. I snorted cocaine, I've snorted meth, and I've snorted Xanax and Klonopin. And when you snort a Klonopin or you pop it, when you mistake it, you get extremely violent. You get extremely mean. You get extremely irate. You get extremely irritable and angry at the smallest thing in the snap of a finger, just like that. The smallest thing can set you off. And there you're gone, pissed. Now, we've seen that, haven't we? But we haven't seen church do that. And yes, there is video out there, and his mama did speak on it. But see, something that y'all don't want to actually talk about when it comes to that, I have vehicles. They are in my name. If someone is a minor and is driving my vehicle, you are damn straight I'm making it to where that vehicle cannot be driven. Split tires, busted windows, I do not care. It's my vehicle. My property. That was that situation. His minor brother at the time was driving that car illegally, and it was in his name, and he did not want that falling back on him. So yeah, he made it to where that vehicle was not drivable. I would do the same exact thing. I am not playing. I've actually sort of done that before. Purposely wrecked my car so someone could not drive it. That was an act of a drug addiction. And no, just because I just said that was because I was in active drug addiction. I am not church. Church is not me. But here clean and sober now, you're damn straight. If a minor is trying to drive my motherfucking car, I'm going to bust every window out. I'm going to slit every tire, and I'm making it to where that car is not drivable. I will get it fixed. It's my fucking car. I'm not taking them fucking charges because the vehicle is in my name. And that will kind of put the owner of the vehicle in a sticky spot. Because the owner could go, okay, Grand Theft Auto, because I did not say that that individual could drive my car. Do you see what I'm saying? That is thinking logically. That is thinking reasonably. That is thinking responsibly. Like, that's why I am pretty vocal when it comes to church and drug addiction. Because again, his music is not what got me to be a supporter of his. That was just a huge plus. A huge plus. From like ground to ceiling up plus. The whole reason why I became a supporter of Ryan Upchurch is because of that one video I saw over 9 years ago. Out of everyone in my life, he was the only person, a stranger, mind you. He did not know who I was, and I didn't fully know who he was. It was one video. And I was disagreeing with it. But them words at the very end of it caught me. I'm only saying this to make you go better yourself. Well, that to me is someone that is not trying to steer you in the wrong direction. So I did more research into him. That's when I found out he was an artist, and he did country rap, and he did country. I'm from the country. I grew up on rap music and country music. I love rap music, and I've always wondered what it would sound like. Granted, I didn't realize at this time in my life that I'd already been listening to country rap, because that's not what it was called. But Ryan Upchurch is the one that opened, and I'm only talking for myself, he is the one that opened my eyes up to, that was a whole ass lane of music. Like, you can have your opinions. That is beyond perfectly fine. It really is. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions. Even if their opinions are wrong, they're still entitled to them. But when you sit here and try and narcissistically tell someone about their own addiction, that is a problem. A big problem. I am the only one that can speak about my addiction. These pictures are of me, no one else. That is me in active addiction, and that is me in recovery. This is actually a recent picture, not of 2025, but the end of 2024. That's why you see up there at the top, recovery is possible. I'm living proof. I'm living, breathing proof. Recovery is possible, and you can do it without going to NA or AA all the time. And the only reason why I'm saying that, and I do not knock NA or AA. I don't disrespect them. I don't knock them. They have helped millions and thousands of people. They just didn't help me. Because the the NA meetings around here were more of meetups instead of actual, you're going to find recovery. You're going to continue to be clean. They're meetups to get high. And I wanted my recovery. So I couldn't turn to that. And yes, there's online classes or meetings. But I was always working at that time. When I say always working, I literally mean always working. I was working at Little Caesars at the time, and this isn't to toot my own horn, it's just the truth. The general manager of the Little Caesars I was working at wanted me to be a manager. But I was battling charges because of my addiction, and I was honest about that. Well, this woman did give me a job. And I apparently proved myself within 3 days. And then within a week from that, she only scheduled me to work with her in the morning. Now, mind you, notice how I said I was working all the time? It's fast food. People get lazy and don't want to come to work. So my ass would come in. Bet. Somebody called out, I'm there, y'all. I don't care that I just work 9 to 4. Come on. Give me that shift. Let's go. That was me. I was always willing to pick up those extra shifts. Reason why? Idle hands are the devil's playground. And if I was at work, doing my job, making my paper, making my money, I wasn't trying to get high. And I'm sorry, but the type of addict I was, I wouldn't have been able to be in active addiction and hold that job as well as I did. I wouldn't have been able to. There was no way. And the reason why I'm not working there anymore, that general manager ended up leaving and working for a whole different company. And she had just moved here a month before I walked in and asked for a job. So me openly being like, hey, this is who I am, she took a chance on me. And I am beyond thankful and blessed that she did. Because I ran with it. I ran with that chance and I never looked back. Granted, eventually I didn't, work at Little Caesars anymore. But we'll cut him off for now. But while I was working there, She gave me a chance, and I didn't let her down at all. I did not let her down. Now, this town, I am over 9 years clean, but I'm still battling the reputation that I had in the 5 years I was in active addiction. I'm still battling that bad reputation. And I'll battle it till the day I'm dead. I do not care. I don't. But my point being, I know what drug addiction looks like. I know what it smells like. I know what it fucking tastes like. I can see it from miles away. And Ryan Upchurch is not on drugs. Yes, he has openly admitted to doing shrooms, not daily. He even said in the same video everyone wants to talk about, which was an Instagram Live, he does it every 6 months, and that he probably don't even do that anymore because of the baby. Like, y'all got to think about that. If y'all think for 1 second he did not stop doing even smoking marijuana, you're a little cuckoo. His head is fully on his music and his 2 girls, Beth and the baby, which is where it needs to be. You can tell it. Like, like, yes, he's admitted to doing things like shrooms, like a couple of times, sometimes taking a couple of Adderall in the studio. And the obvious one, smoking marijuana. He has a song, Rolling Stone. That's one of his most famous songs, the most well-played song. Like, he's admitted it. And just because he's admitted, I take Adderall a couple times in the studio or sometimes in the studio, people take that and run with it. Church is on drugs. Church is on drugs. He admitted it. He admitted it right there in the video. Right there in the video. No. Okay. Here you go. Recovering heroin and crack addict. Was addicted to the needle. I never had surgery, like put under with anesthesia, before my drug addiction. I finally had surgery with anesthesia after my drug addiction while I'm in recovery. Do you know what I got prescribed? Pain pills. That is what started my drug addiction. Opana 40s, the highest pain pill you can get. Now, with my surgeries, I was prescribed morphine. I was prescribed, not morphine, hydrocodone. That is a narcotic. And guess what? Yes, the very first day after my surgery, both of them, my elbow and my gallbladder, the very first day after I got out of the hospital and all that numbing stuff was wearing off, you're fucking damn right I took 2 of my pills to go to sleep so I can get through that agonizing pain. That is not me relapsing. That is not me trying to get high. That is me trying to cope and deal with my fucking pain. And you can say whatever you want about it because with both of my surgeries, I ended up flushing over half of my prescription any fucking way. I didn't take the whole prescription because I didn't need it. Again, my recovery is my everything. So I am very passionate about it. And anytime somebody wants to come at me for my addiction or come at me for my recovery or continue with this online trendy hate topic of up churches on drugs, you're damn right I'm going to speak on it. Maybe not every time, but if I feel it in my heart and soul to speak on it, then I'm going to. Because I'm living, breathing proof the man is not on drugs. He does not look or appear like he is on drugs. And this right here is a heroin addict. The worst type. Look at them eyes. You see nothing. Now look at these eyes. They are glowing. They are shining. You can see in my face. And yeah, it's cartooned. This one is. This one is not cartooned. That is the actual picture. This one, I have my cartoon thing that I do. Okay. Even with the cartoon thing, you can see the healthy, the clean, the sober. Let me tell you how I know you can. I'm not cartoon right now. And I look better than that right there, right now. So again, there is a clear indication of when somebody is on or actively using drugs, and church does not fit that bill. He don't. Church is addicted. He is addicted to music in every ways about it, listening to it, writing it, making it, performing it. In every way that involves with music, he is addicted to that. You know, on my Instagram story the other day, I said, August Rush. It's a movie about a little boy that he hears the world a different way than normal people. He hears the world differently. Every little sound, the wind blowing, people talking, people walking down the sidewalk, chimes, every noise, every sound, he was able to make music out of. And I made the comment on my Instagram story that that right there is why these other artists cannot compare to church, and it pisses them off. Church, he is addicted to music. Music is in his DNA. Music is who he is. Not as a person, but I'm just saying, one of the things that define who Ryan Upchurch is music in every way of the word. That's what he's addicted to. That is his drug. Music. Well, music and probably his family now, to be honest with you, because that's his biological family. 5 years ago, I had 4 or 5 little ones walk into my life, and my life changed forever. I mean, forever. I will admit I am addicted to the love that I get from my family, from my wife, from my children. I'm addicted to it. I will be the first to tell you that. It is the most amazing feeling. First thing when you wake up, you've got your son or your daughter come running and grab you around the waist. I love you, Mom A. Just to say that for the hell of it. No real reason in behind why they're saying that they love me. Just because they want to. This bracelet right here was gave to me for my birthday. It was my birthday gift from our oldest daughter. It came with a card that said stepdad. I'm the one that stepped up. Okay. Hold on, I ain't done. This bracelet that says dad. I just got this one today from one of our daughters. This bracelet right here that also says dad. I got this from our oldest daughter a while back. Every single one of these rope bracelets, our oldest daughter made me. I have a hat hanging right up there above my ring light. Best dad ever. No, I am not biologically a dad. I am a stepmom. But our beautiful babies, the the men that helped make these beautiful babies decided to step out of every single one of their lives. One begged me for 2 years to adopt the children out from underneath my wife. Well, that ain't happening. So, yeah. I am not a man. I am not a dad. But I'm the best dad I can be for these children because they need me to be. And they show me all the time. A pocket knife that says, "Dad, I'll forever be your little girl. You'll always be my hero." Our oldest daughter got me this not this past birthday, but last year's birthday. Do you see what I'm saying? I have their names on my shoulder right here, tattooed in permanent forever in their handwriting. This right here. That is a saying that my softball coach used. I've heard it my entire life. Our oldest daughter, that's her handwriting. I did that because they're my children. Yes, they're my wife's, but they're also mine. I love these kids. And the day that they walked into my life changed forever. So I know the moment that church found out that Beth was pregnant, oh, his life changed forever in that moment. Then the day she was born, it really changed forever in amazing ways. Like, y'all can say what you want about this video. I really don't give a damn. Resort to Chris Webby Triggered if you want. I just felt it in my heart and my soul to say this because it is absolute bullshit that there are people that actually know this man and choose to run with internet trendy online hate topics instead of either one, if you truly feel like Ryan is addicted to something, try going and helping him, or two, don't talk about it. Don't bring it to the public's eye to tarnish your friend. That's just my opinion. And it's my unwanted 2-cent opinion. That's what I call videos like these. These are my thoughts and my opinions that nobody really cares for and nobody really wants. I just feel it in my heart and my soul to say it. If you get bored and you don't want to hear, there's a button you can click off. You ain't got to watch. I ain't making you. I'm never going to make somebody watch my video. I'm never going to make somebody have my opinion or my thought. I'm never going to force somebody to see my way. After seeing all of this, if you still truly, honestly, in your heart and soul believe that Ryan Upchurch is on drugs, so be it. That is how you feel. That is your thought. That is your opinion. Everything I've said in this video is my thought and my opinion and my experience from the 33 years I have been alive on this planet. That's just the truth. Now, I'm not keeping this video any longer because it is pushing 30 minutes. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. They are welcome. Even the ignorant ones. Mind you, if you do choose to leave an ignorant comment, be prepared to be ignored because I don't toy with them. Sometimes I will and sometimes I won't. Just depends on my mood for that day. But 90% of the time they get ignored. So, leave your thoughts. Be kind and respectful. You can do that. And if you can't, you got no business commenting in my comment section anyway. But if you guys like this, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
I don't really care about what anybody doing. So if you're hating me, there better be a reason why. Or we're sorry, your call cannot be. Bye bye.